So I'm here today with Bilal Zafar. Thank you for joining me today. How has your lockdown been going?
Thanks for having me. It's been okay. I found it very difficult at the beginning. I think the feeling of being trapped just made me very anxious, but I've adapted. I guess everyone's got to adapt and feel a lot better now.
Is there anything maybe that you're working on that has now been postponed or been cancelled?
Yeah, a lot of stuff. So my main job now, my main income and everything is stand-up comedy. So I had loads and loads of gigs, all had to be cancelled obviously, and I was supposed to do the Edinburgh Fringe this year. So I had already started working towards that and writing a new show and stuff. And that was the big plan for August to do the whole month there. And obviously that got cancelled. And then usually I would do a tour after Edinburgh Fringe. That's basically my routine. And obviously that won't happen now. So it's been badly disrupted, yeah.
How did you first get into stand-up comedy?
So I went to university to study. The course was called Media Writing and Production, and it was like script writing and filmmaking and stuff because I wanted to be like a comedy writer for TV type thing. And it was my final year of uni, my third year, when I realized I should just give stand up a go. And then I just literally have just done that for the last like 7 years. And luckily, about 3 years ago, I got to a level where I could just do it as my job.
You're known for Zaffa cakes on Twitter and Instagram. What is
Yeah.
the meaning behind that?
Initially, it started, so it didn't have a meaning. It came from, I did media studies at A level, and we had to do this blog thing. I just made that my blog name because it just sounded a bit like Jaffa Cakes. And then that turned into, my brother joked on Twitter that Jaffa Cakes is a Muslim only cake shop that refuses to serve non-Muslims, and loads of idiots started having a go at me, and I thought this is pretty funny, so I went along with it, pretended to be a cake shop, and it was very funny for a few weeks. I went really extreme. I started being really stupid with the cake shop, like it wasn't even making any sense by the end. And then they all got very embarrassed. And a lot of the main people attacking me, I noticed, because I checked on them, they changed their Twitter name. So they're still on there, but they changed you can actually change your handle. And they did that basically.
Who would you say makes you laugh the most?
I think my family is pretty funny. My mum is actually quite funny. I've got a niece. Yeah, she's probably the funny. I've got a 5-year-old niece.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she's the funniest.
What would you say is your most memorable moment in your career so far?
There's been quite a few good ones, luckily. I think one quite special one. So when I did my first show at the Edinburgh Fringe, so my venue that I was performing in every day, I think it was like 50 or 60 seats in there. And the first day I had like 12 people, and the next day I had like 20 people, which I was really proud of because I didn't think that many people would come. And then I think on the weekend it was just packed, and then it was pretty much packed every day after that. That was the first time that people had just come to see me for me, because normally in comedy you're in a lineup with a bunch of other people just want to go and see some live comedy in a club, and you're one of the people, and that's great, it's a lot of fun. But this was the first time people had paid to just see me, and that was really special.
Would you say that you make jokes in real life too?
Yeah.
Or are you quite serious?
No, I'm not serious at all. I think sometimes people think I am because my voice is kind of monotone, so it sounds
Yeah,
serious. So yeah, I have a problem in life. Like I used to have a problem in day jobs and stuff and school, where I sound like I'm being sarcastic and I'm not. Like if I'm
yeah.
just being nice, people think I'm being sarcastic sometimes.
Is there anything that you're maybe working on during lockdown? What have you been doing to keep yourself busy?
I got involved with Twitch. I always wanted to have a go on there, but I was always a bit nervous about it. But then I had an idea. I knew that on Twitch you can do stuff with it. Like I've got green screen behind me. You can have a game happening behind you. So I had the idea of playing a football game and being a football manager, but I actually wear a suit. I just act out being a football manager, and it's gone really well. Like at the moment, it's pretty popular, and I've only just started it really. And it feels a bit like doing stand up for me. Like it's the same kind of feeling. It's like really fun. And I am performing when I do it. It's not just me sitting and playing a game in silence like a lot of people do in Twitch.
Mm.
Um, it's like a performance. There's loads of people and everyone's sort of talking in the chat and stuff. And I get them to join in. So I don't want it to be just for football fans. I want it to be for everyone.
So have you got any plans for the future?
so I did like filmmaking at uni, and I've not done anything like that since. And I'd love to do some more of that maybe after lockdown, maybe make some short films and things. And I would one day, I'd really love to make a feature film. I'd love to do something like that.